Hi. Hi, my name's John, and this is Norjack. Oh, no, well, it's a stuffed animal that I bought from temu.com, where you can get an incredible savings. And you don't have to go to Walmart to get a good deal. You never know what's going to happen in Walmart. You might get shot up because of Walmart's own tactics allowing crap within their business and walls. And I've got complaints about Walmart, but that's not what I'm here for at this moment. Anyway, hey, you know what? I'm like an All American. Whether I'm throwing a football or throwing a basketball, at least I could throw one. You know, I'm a I'm a jack at everything, but I'm an expert of nothing, of course. That's right. And I'm DB Cooper's son, and none of them are. So I got the opportunity to tell you the truth about this scam on society. I remember when I was telling my son a while back, with the stuff that was going on around me, I said, I talked to him about being enslaved by society because of the things that was going on. I talked to him and his friend Gerald Burks. Gerald Burks, really strong kid. Matter of fact, I let Matt and Gerald Burks actually use my truck so they can make some money. You know, just picking up metal, whatever, do in the area because you know what? Work's work. They didn't have no work. They had something to do then. It kept them out of trouble. People drive by, they drive slow these days because maybe there's a party happening over here on Delphi and Alpine. There's a bowling alley here. What? John Wright, often imitated, never duplicated. And I just don't don't take your eyes off the dial. Here he comes back. You know what I like to do? I like to tell you guys stories. And I was down at that bowling alley in Chehalis, Washington. And you know what? Hey, you see this guy right here? Well, that's the governor of Washington State, Gary Locke. Gary Locke. Well, let's lock him in. I don't know. These guys out here in the West, they seem to be living by signs. And Gary Locke here, there's a secretary that worked for Gary Locke that was his attorney, Gail H. Rebello. And you know what? Gary L. H. Rebello, after I started making quite a bit of money down there in Lewis County at that bowling center, and I also had the gambling, the pull tabs and stuff going on that went from like $1,500 a month to like $15,000 a month, or 18,000, 16, 14, whatever it fluctuated in there, you know. Anyway, God dang. I create a lot of attention when I go on Chatterbait, and I share my time with some of these women and stuff, or these women share their time with me. I come on as Cooper 727, Cooper's Airplane Bowl 727, Cooper's Airplane Bowl, you know, uh, um, not underdog, but something dog. So anyway, it's something like underdog, but Norjack's supposed to be a dog. So anyway, I can create a traffic jam even when I'm on the internet now, and that's kind of neat too. A lot of people know that what I'm saying is true, and I've even got people to email me and stuff and ask me questions and stuff, and I really thank those people because I know there's people out there actually looking on the case now, and that's what we need. Fresh eyes are always good. I'm giving you guys good information, and the party never stops here when you're with DB Cooper's real son. And these here guys, they treat us like retards, and I just want you guys to understand, I've been treated like this. They hide behind these people. Oh no, no, they do, they really do. Handicapped people and stuff. Oh no, you know we take care of handicapped people. Whatever. I'm telling you, the Republicans that are law enforcement and all that good goddamn old crap, they've been nothing but harassing people and forcing them to comply with their mob. I have everything to gain and I have nothing to lose by coming forward. My name's John Wright. Look, right there, my face on that picture on the wall, that's the picture that they've circulated around the United States of America. There's my face right there. How do you think I feel? But I'm sitting there and I have my thumb to you because you know why? I love you guys so much that I'd come forward even if it risks my life with this mob that's called the cops in the Pacific Northwest, and they could stop harming people in Lewis County, Washington, and throughout the Pacific Northwest and the whole country. And Donald Trump, you could shut your fucking mouth any goddamn time you'd like. That's how I feel about Donald Trump. And even though I actually voted for him last time, and I gave more money to him than anybody I know. Earl Anthony right there. He gave me a bowling lesson in that bowling alley. You know, victims have faces. Right there's one too, Earl Anthony. I don't believe that guy, he's like a cat on the lanes. Why in the hell would he fall down a friend's stairway in his house over there? They kicked me into a friend's house or something like that, and they goddamn shoot at me. What the fuck do you think happened to Earl Anthony over this bowling alley, this D.B. Cooper and everything? This guy here was a very, very nice man. And he taught me how to bowl in that bowling alley. I already knew how to bowl. He gave me a bowling lesson. That was, I'd say, twice as long as anyone else's. It was the last one. He walked to the machine room with me, pulled out a pen. He asked me if I would like him to sign it or I would like to bowl. And I said, I like to bowl. You know, he says, well, let's get out of here. He says, someday you'll know who I am. And you know what? I found out who the guy was. And here's my dad there in that bowling alley. In that new bowling alley. And that's the face that's on that coffee cup. Right there, you guys. Same goddamn face because it's him and his son, Jerry L. Wright. And they're forcing other people to comply. And also, the cops are involved because my dad said that Lewis County lets people come here and stay that's in trouble. Okay, so they're harboring fugitives in Lewis County, Washington. Matter of fact, I bought marijuana from Mr. Foster from Colorado, and he was with a woman that's with Shorty, and Shorty actually lived in that house in Morton, Washington, that was rented at the time to Judy and Gus Gall when Gus was alive. My dad married Judy Gall after I introduced them over a car deal. Next thing I knew, my dad was married her. I didn't even get invited to the wedding. How weird. The whole family got invited to the wedding, but except me, and I introduced them to my dad. You know, that's ironic. And here's my dad. And there's a picture circulating around California, and that's why it looks like my brother Jim. I mean, how am I not supposed to, you know, come forward and tell the truth? And here's another one. Here's a big one for you. Right there, that's my dad's marriage license. And that's the writing of the Zodiac. And I'll bring it real close there so you can really see it good. You could take a picture with your camera and you can enlarge it too. That there would prove that that guy was the absolute Zodiac. That's the letter from the newspaper that my dad sent the newspaper. And that's my dad's marriage license and certificate from Clark County, Washington. And my grandmother at the time lived at the same property that the D.B. Cooper money is connected to, 15619 Northeast 3rd Street, Brush Prairie, Washington. Just to make that perfectly clear, you know. And my brother Jim, right here, this guy took me to the river where the blonde girl's body was. Monica Anderson. You see, and my brother Jim said he found her in the river. He caught her hair in a triple hook, a big clump of blonde hair. He went and got the Mercury lurkers and stuff. They had to come and do their thing and everything like this. And I think they wanted to pass on Gary L. Ridgway. Yeah, well, they would like to say Gary L. Ridgway was part of it. Even Bruce Kimsey would like to do that. But I damn well know that my brother took him there, and now everybody wants to deny that it even happened. At least Kimsey and them, Jim would probably say it happened, because Jim would have to face me and say, it didn't happen, John. And I'd say, let's put him on a lie detector test. Let's put me on a lie detector test. Does that sound fun now? Because I've taken a lie detector test in the past, and it did come up inconclusive, and the reason was because of a question about, have I ever got any money related to some kind of an insurance thing? And that's what the question was about. And my thought was, that car that I parked in that parking lot. And really, it shouldn't have, but it bothered me when I said the answer, and that's what did it. And right there around that particular question was the concern. So anyway, I like going through the evidence little bit by little bit, and we're at 13 and a half minutes, and the last one here, this bowling alley right there, the Fairhearts, Fahar from Morton, Washington, they've got a museum up there with a Boy Scout just waiting for the people to come in. From the river to the sea, they actually believe that they can invade Washington State, you know, China and stuff, from the river to the sea, and they got Twin Star credit unions lining it all the way. And at 101 Main Street, there's a Twin Star credit union right there to prove it. It's the 21st one. It's been closed. The bowling alley's on the diagonally across town from it. Here's the Twin Star diagonal across town. The bowling alley behind the cemetery, they hide their shit behind garbage. Dead people. Okay? So everybody know. I want them to know. I want them to know the truth about this bowling center. This bowling center right here, Victory Lanes, victim Terry Lance Shortridge. There's the owners of the bowling alley posing in the cemetery. What are they trying to tell me? Is that a great place to dig up new bowlers or what? And by the way, we have the main bowling alley that got shot up over there, the yin and the yang. That's Lewiston, Maine. Lewiston, Maine, and that's Lewis County, Washington. And I knew that something like this was going to happen because there's a third bowling alley, and it's in New Mexico, and it's shot up too, and it's closed now. And now they have a canine dog training center in there for cops' dogs. So thank you for your time. It's 3:18, and I'm going to move on like that. And my name's John Wright, and believe me, when I tell you something, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I do what I do, I say what I say. And that's why people fear me the most, because when I say something, I mean it, and when I mean it, I say it. I'm right here. And they've ran from me because I'm exposing them. Thank you for your time. You have a great day. Hey man, I work for America every day. I have to. It's my life. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Be safe. Do what you can for your neighbors. And if they got a problem with you, sit down and have a cup of coffee with them in the morning. I offered that to my brother-in-law, Ernie, and he offered me one. I told him it was nice to be able to sit down after 40 years of not sitting down with nobody and having a cup of coffee with them. Wow. Anyway, details are inside. Thank you. Watch all the videos. If you like it, hit the like button. Thank you very much. John Wright, over and out.